Good morning, everybody. This is Liz with To Be a Virtuous Woman. And today I wanted to do a practical video because I feel like practicality is very important in your walk with God and being a virtuous woman. And so I'm going to start trying to do a few of these every once in a while. And my first one I would like to do is just to show you all what I do, how I organize our bills for our family and our budget. So we do our bills monthly. We used to do them weekly, but we changed to monthly. So what I did is I found this nifty little folder at the Dollar Tree, which you can find all kinds of neat things at the Dollar Tree. So I picked it up at the Dollar Tree because I thought it was cool, and then I kind of developed this little plan for our bills. So let me just get started. What is in here is it has 4 different pages in here. Each page has a tab, front and back. And each page has a folder on either side of it. A little pocket on either side of it, as you can see. And what I did is I organized this. I will show you how I organized this because we pay our bills monthly. I was able to organize it into different categories. I organized it into 8 categories. When we paid our bills weekly, I actually had these organized by weeks. So I had week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. That was when we paid them weekly. But we recently changed to paying our bills monthly, which I really like a lot better. But of course, you have to do what is best for your family. When we were paying them weekly, my husband was getting paid weekly. So that's why we did it weekly. It was just easier, even though it was a lot of extra work. Now we get paid monthly, so it's easier for us to pay the bills. So I just pay them all at once. So what I do is this first, let me show you what I did here first. Over here, I printed out our budget kind of, well, it's more like our bills. So everything that we pay monthly. And then, so this is kind of my guide to go by. It's not always 100% accurate. I do add stuff to the bottom once in a while. That's just my guide. Then over here on this first tab, it says bills to pay. So in this folder, I put all of our monthly bills as they come in. I open them up as soon as they come in the mail, and I put them in this section. And if there's any notes I need to make on them, if I need to make a phone call or something, I put that on there. So when I come to that bill, when it's time for me to sit down at the end of the month and pay the bills, I can look at them individually. And then, of course, my guide over here tells me which bills that I have to pay. So if I miss something, if there's not a bill in here for whatever reason, either it hasn't come in the mail or somehow it got misplaced, I'll know from my guide to find it or to call about it. Okay, so that's the bills. That's the main meat of the whole entire thing. So in this tab, I have postage, labels, and envelopes. So to make my life easier, I put them all together. So as I pay the bill, as I write the check out, I can just go ahead and do the envelope. Now, and you can also put in this tab addresses. I'm thinking about going ahead and printing out an address sheet because there are some bills that I pay that I don't get addresses for, or I pay them in advance and so the bill doesn't come, so I have to look up the address. So it's just easier for me if I have the address right there in front of me. So I have labels here for our address labels. I have our postage and envelopes and tithing envelopes and things like that I need when I pay the bill. The next page I have is payments and IDs, payment info and IDs. So what I do in this page, this goes here. This goes in this one. This is an address. What I do in this one is I keep my checkbook here. I keep the current checkbook right here in front that I'm using, which I'm out of checks, so I have to eventually get some more. But this right here is the actual check thing that comes from the bank, that comes from the checks are in there. So household, see? And these used to come in a box. If you remember the old box, they used to look like kind of like a little small shoe box. But now they come in this really nice folder. At least the My Bank does this, which I really like it because then I can just slip it right in there. So when I run out of checks, I can just peel one of these checkbooks off right here and it's ready to go. I also have a copy of my debit card if I want to make a purchase online or over the phone. I have my ID and my husband's ID in case we need it for whatever reason. So that's really handy. Now, because there's personal information in here, you do want to make sure that you keep it secure. But I have all of that there because I want to be, when I'm paying my bills, I want to sit down. I don't want to have to get up and look for stuff. I don't want to have to get my wallet out. I want to just be able to sit there and take care of it all at once. And it makes a big difference for me because we live in a very small house anyways, and it's just nicer when I can get it all done sitting in one spot. This side, I don't have anything here yet. It's empty. So I can put something there maybe later if I want to, or I don't have to. I can leave it empty. Now what I have here is coupons in this section. Coupons, see? Now, anything like here's a rewards card. I haven't really used it yet, but for Office Depot, I have a rewards card for Payless that I haven't used yet. I have coupons that come in the mail, or I get somewhere, you know, if I want to, when I go to the grocery store or go shopping, or I want to buy something, I can look in this here, very simple, and I can find a coupon for something if I want to. I'm not a big couponer, but if I see something that I do use, like, okay, I know I'm going to maybe buy that someday in the future, I'll put it there because that'll help me. But I'm not a couponer. If you're looking for somebody to help you with that, I'm not that person. But I do use, I do rebates, and maybe one day I'll show you that. I don't know. So coupons in that section. This right here says account info. I don't have anything here right now. I'm not really sure what I was thinking when I put that, but maybe I'll think of it. So again, we'll just call this another blank. As you can see, these are see-through, so you can see what's from the other side, but this will be another blank folder for now because I really don't have anything for that. Now on this side, this is where I put all my extra budgets, all of my extra budgets that are from the previous months. So if I have to look back on it for some reason, I keep them for about a year, and then I can come back and see what I did, you know, what we did. And then of course this one also has a folder on the back, so it's an empty folder, but I'm not using. And that is pretty much what I do with my bills. And as you can see, because I've got 3 empty folders, I have plenty of room to add stuff to that or change things up if I want to. And what I do with this when I'm done is I have a nice little, which is kind of messy, please excuse my mess at the moment because I am working right now, but I have a little slot here. I put it in. See, it's very easy to get to, and very organized, at least for my liking. So anyways, if you all have any suggestions or anything that you would like to add to my presentation, please feel free to add to, if you have any ideas or you can share your ideas of what you do to organize your bills, or if you liked it, if you think it might be a cool idea for you to try. I'd love for you to comment, like, and share my video. Submit if you like. I know I'm just now starting with my videos. I'd like to just see how far this goes. Anyways, I hope you all have a blessed weekend, and maybe we'll talk again later. Bye.